Alright, so update on the motor here for the Civic project for the shop. So it's pretty much got the short block together. So it's a K20A2, JE pistons, Malley rods, stock head, cleaned up, dual valve spring, titanium valve springs, and got the window tray on the bottom, or baffle. Also, it's coming on pretty nicely. ARP bolts, no head studs, not really necessary at this stage for what we're running. But it looks pretty good. So once this is all fully assembled and ready to go in, then we'll pull the motor and trans out of the car and do it pretty much just direct drop in. We got all new mounts, everything's billet as well. So it will look pretty nice. Intake is getting powder coated. Gonna do a white and black kind of combination under the engine bay, kind of make things a little bit cleaner. So it should make good jam. Like I said, it's not a crazy build, it's just something streetable, pretty much sleeper-ish, nothing gonna be crazy loud. Make 400 or 500 horsepower reliably, and just have fun with the car. So that is where we're at, and teardown will be very soon on the car itself once the motor is all set to go. So Randy's plugging away at the block here, got the head on, cams are in, timing's all done, water pump's in. It's coming along very nicely, everything's been cleaned and painted.
It's pretty.
Very pretty.
For now.
Well, everyone's been asking for Trans Am content, so we're back at it. So what we're doing is removing the turbo. I've decided that I'm going to sell the On3. I'm going to look at a VS Racing, sticking with the T4, just changing up the hot side. I'm going to go with a bigger AR. So VS Racing offers a 75 or 7870 or 7883, I believe, with a 1.25 AR. My On3 is an 8375 with a 0.96 AR. So this will be changing up to a degree. It should fit pretty much the same as what it does now, but the only difference would be going from a 3-inch outlet on the exhaust to a 4-inch. So when I get the downpipe off, the V-band will have to be cut and welded for a 4-inch V-band and neck down to the 3-inch to connect everything else back up. I'm hoping to get a little bit better gains on the top end. The current setup right now, with going from the 7875 I had from On3 to the 83, my mid-range picked up huge, but my top end suffered even more. So I picked up a lot of mid-range torque, which is great on the street. I have a lot of fun with it that way. But I do want to kind of see what the car does on the top end, and that's where the car suffers the most. It's just it loses boost pretty harshly up top. It drops off, the curve drop offs pretty harshly. So boost will drop from about, I'll peak at, depending on the boost controller settings, I'll hit 19 pounds. From there it'll hit 19 and creep down to about 15 or so on the top end if I rev it out to like 6800 RPM. I shift at 6000, I short shift just because there's no real point in going further the way the car sits now. So I want to kind of improve that, keep steady high boost, and see how the car does then, and then do a re-dyno tune. So we're gonna get that off. I got a buyer for it already. You're gonna order the new turbo. We'll have the car just kind of open header for now for a while, and yeah, that's gonna be it. So, got the turbo off, sold off to its new home. So now I just go wait for the new one. Kind of changes the exhaust a little bit. Down over here. So Randy's pretty much done putting the motor together. It's got the intake on. Came out really, really clean. Everything's pretty much new, painted, ready to go. And there's the recipient.
Which header's open?
Both of them. I put the Wi-Fi back on.
So I probably shouldn't stand here.
Oh no, it's gonna come on that side. I put the commercial back on.
Oh. I like it.
They don't like it. It's like, where's the airflow? Well, that guy is rightfully pissed off. Open it, pretty much out of. Nice.